Fox and NBC both projecting here that Hillary Clinton will win the state of Colorado with its 9 electoral votes. Fox and NBC both projecting here Hillary Clinton will win the state of Colorado. We were talking about the importance here, at least symbolic importance of Colorado.
It's hugely important, and let's put this into context in terms of Virginia. These are clutch holds. We're going to bring out the sports metaphors, David. We're going to have to start bringing them out early.
Tonight, yeah.
It's a clutch hold already in Virginia. It's a clutch hold in terms of Colorado. She could not afford to see that state drift red when we're looking at that map tonight and where the pathway is going. So it's a good win for her. It preserves what we call her near west firewall. We already saw New Mexico early in the night. Now we see Colorado. Nevada was a state as well that they very much thought would be blue tonight. That is another component of their firewall that they need to keep those 3 states.
All right, back to healthcare here. Zeke Emanuel, I was speaking with Mark Bertolini, the CEO of Aetna, a few weeks back, and he said the next president has 9 months here to right this ship in light of the spiral we're seeing. You agree with that? And what should be at the top of the agenda here for the next president, whether that's Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump?
Well, look, if it's Donald Trump, I mean, I think neither of them can actually repeal the ACA. And I agree with Uwe. Partly it's because Donald Trump doesn't have a health plan. Let's be honest. He says he's going to repeal the ACA and replace it with something great, but he's never said what great is. And the Republicans have had 6 years to define what their alternative is, and they don't have an alternative. And as Uwe and you said, you know, most of the industry says, all right, we're now fine with the ACA. We want to go on with it. Even Mark Bertolini wants to go on with it because he can't afford to have the exchanges destroyed. So what do we need to stabilize the exchanges? We probably actually need to change how much the young are paying compared to the old, the so-called banding. We need to put in some risk adjustment and compensate the insurance companies for bad risk. And we probably need to actually expand some of the subsidies, especially for people at the higher end of the income. Remember, the Affordable Care Act has actually has been under budget by about $400 billion. There's a lot of money, actually, that's been saved that we could redeploy to actually beef up the subsidies. One other thing, and I think this might actually go to a place if the Republicans win, we have a lot of states that haven't expanded Medicaid. And many of them will want to expand Medicaid because as Uwe Reinhardt said, you know, it's actually a good deal for them financially. Hospitals no longer have bad debt. So I think they're going to want to go in and put their people in the exchange to reduce the Medicaid and the government program. That actually might have the interesting effect of actually stabilizing the exchanges in a lot of states. They'll follow the sort of Arkansas model, and you'll actually get a lot of people in those states in the exchanges. So I think that might actually be a creative way of both stabilizing the exchanges but also not having so many people on Medicaid, which the Republicans never have liked.